Hey everyone, this is your old friend Sonic the Hedgehog, and I am absolutely embarrassed to find out that there is a whole library of fanfiction stories about me and my friends. But the thing is that there are so many bad ones out there that the whole category itself is being ridiculed by everyone. Now, don't take that too seriously. There are some exceptions to this. I don't know if the following individual fan stories qualify, but I have read them and thought they were pretty good. First, fanfiction.net user Espionage247 has written Fragile, revolving around me and Sally Acorn, and I thought that was incredible. I cried near the end because it was so touching. The other was actually a Sonic X fan trilogy by Debo7, with the stories named Sonic's Need, I'll Be Right Here, and Porcelain. Basically, after a battle with Dr. Eggman, I unintentionally inhale a heap full of carbon monoxide, which degrades my brain to the point of making me do unusual things like dig really large holes and even sleep inside a washing machine. And in Porcelain, it even degraded to me becoming a frightened, helpless little toddler on the inside. It's a really scary thought of mine. But that's not the point here. The point is that there are so many other bad fanfiction stories out there that it's absolutely embarrassing. And you know what? I'm gonna read them all in this brand new series and react to them so that I can properly give these horrible stories justice. But I will not be reading the most infamous of fanfiction here. I just figured that I would search around fanfiction.net for a few random fanfiction stories and react to them. But I won't be reacting to them alone. I will be reading them to a few of my friends, depending on the story. For example, if a story features me and Tails as main characters, then Tails would be with me. If it's me and Knuckles, then Knuckles would be with me. And when this happens, these friends of mine would read aloud their respective sayings within the story, and give their take on the story or their role in the story. Now at the same time, I will not be reading all of the fanfiction stories here. Again, it all depends on which characters are featured here. If I'm not featured in the story at all, for example, I will not be there for that respective episode. If only, say, Knuckles and Shadow are featured as main characters in the story, only Knuckles and Shadow would be there reading and reacting to it. But regardless, the characters reading the stories featuring themselves would give these stories the most proper treatment possible. Now, for my pilot episode, I will not be reading a Sonic fanfiction story, but I and Tails will be reading another fanfiction story purely as a test called Star Wars Light in Dark Time, where I read a crossover story featuring the following franchises, and I chose that because I thought when I first heard about it, what do all of these franchises have in common? I will read that story to Tails to see if the format we will be doing the series in would work out well enough to implement in other regular episodes. So, expect us to come out with this pilot episode very soon. Peace!